Hello, 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 please, if you can hear me, please drop a message on the chat box. What's going on here? Hello, I believe I'm live now. If you can hear me, please drop a message in the chat box. Okay. Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Ade, good evening. How are you doing? It's 8 p.m. already, and we should start. We should start right away. Okay. Let's just stay for 5 more minutes. I want to make today's training or today's meeting to be in a way that I will talk about every that has to do with intellectual property. So that at any point in time, as an intellectual property agent, maybe trademark or copyright, always come back, refresh your knowledge, and then you decide. So after this training, if there is anything that you don't understand, if there's anything that you don't get, you can always come back. I will try as much as possible to read the recording. Yeah. So if there's anything that we don't get, we can come back, listen to it, and try to refresh our knowledge as much as possible. So you understand? Okay. I want to believe you can hear me, so I don't need to listen to myself. So if at any point in time you cannot hear what I'm saying, please just drop a so that I can connect back and see if my setup is working. We're just about 26 here. We should be more than this. We should be more like questions on the community to ask around, and that I believe we've always talked about in our in-house meeting of Telegram. So that's why I'm having this meeting YouTube. When we have our in-house meeting on Telegram, at times I try to send the link, scan. Okay, someone is saying on the WhatsApp group that he or she can hear me. So, but if you are listening to this right now, you can hear me clearly, because I believe the sound is okay. So I want to know if it's a network that is bad, or there's something that is not good. So can you hear me well? I need to know, like, is the output like how is it loud enough for you? Okay. Okay. By 8:10, we are going to start. So, and I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to just talk about intellectual property, talk about trademark, about copyright, about patents, and about uh, device. So I just explain what each of those forms of registration, what they mean, and then once I'm done with it, I'm going to go into the process of copyright registration. I'm going to try to break down what's goes into the process of trademark registration. I'm going to try to break down the process of trademark registration from start to finish. And then I'm going to try to break down the process of registration from start to finish. So once I'm done with it, so then I will now entertain question. Where you have issues has always been the fact of how messy the whole trademark registration process can be. So I'll try as much as possible to iron everything out so we can understand. In one more minute, we start, please. And get your notepad ready. Even if you not come back to listen to this anymore, it's good that you jot some important salient points. Just the process. So that if there's any time you're talking to your clients or maybe you're trying to get a job done, you can just refer to your notepad and you'll be able to refresh your knowledge. Okay, is it 10? I'm all set. Let's start. Start in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Pray that whatever we learn here is going to be so. And so that by the time we get close to close them well. Now, in whatever you're doing, knowledge is important. information is important. Some were lawyers, some are not lawyers, some are not learned. Now I want you to follow through with this. I can assure you, by the time you're done with this meeting, you're going to have confidence, be able to talk to clients, to at least be able to talk about intellectual anyway you get to. So you talk about trademark. Okay, someone said the sun is cracking somehow. Please, let me. I want to know if this is a general issue. Someone comment. Let me know if it's a general issue. Might be okay. Uh, Information is important in whatever we do. So that anytime you see, anytime you get a client, you'll be able to speak with them. For those who are lawyers, for those who are not lawyers. So if someone ask you about the trademark process, you have to see, okay, this is how the process is going to go from this to this to this. And you're not talking as someone that is unsure. You're not talking as someone that is guessing. You're not doing things based on guesswork. Scrap guesswork. Okay, what can I think the network is quite okay now. Okay. So we are not trying to guess or be like, okay, this could be it, this could not be it. You know exactly what you're going to do. And that's part of this meeting. I want every agent of state at this academy, everybody gotten everybody who have undergone our training. By the time you're looking out there, people know that this person knows his stuff. Whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a lawyer, that this person is confident in what he or she does and can deliver. On call with someone to do business. For the way the person addresses you, and the way the person talks about the thing, and you can tell in your subconscious that this person does not know much about what he's doing. But when you're confident, when you know your stuff, it's going to be easy for you to talk to you. Oh, this is what is going to this is what happens. This is when you get your document. This is how it's going to. Okay, let me just clear this up. Hello, I believe this should be okay. I believe this should be okay. This should okay. So now at Skin Ades Academy, we've been able to train at least at the moment, uh, including what we have in our community, some of my co-workers, we've trained over 700 trademark agents, over 700 trademark agents. On our group, we have achieved something. On some of my co-owners, they have 70, 60, the likes. So we've trained over 700 trademark agents. And I believe most of us are here, and my co-owners are also here to what's it called to represent their agents and also pass the same message to them. Now, everybody that gets a course from Skin Ades Academy wants to make sure that they are well rounded. They don't only it's not just only about I don't know. It's not only just about I now know how to do registration. Can you talk about it? It's not only I can mark on intellectual property portal. Can you talk about it? Can you defend it? I want the program. So okay, we've been seeing trade us and enlightening us on it. We're going to and this how this work, this how this work, this is what it takes, educate people on intellectual property. So that's what we want to do right here. So let's get into it. What's intellectual property? What's intellectual property? I think this was to be a meeting, I would have asked someone to actually talk about it. Now, what? two things that makes up that word. We have intellectual and we have property. Okay, I don't think it's this mic. I think I've used this mic for some meeting with my co-owners, and there have not been issues like that. So, okay, now, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, comment here on the WhatsApp group that you can hear me. I want to be as smooth as possible so that we can be done in time. Please, if you are there and you still can't hear me, let me know. If you still can't hear me, let me know. Okay, Adetola Damla said my voice is not very audible. Okay, but other people can hear me. Maybe on network. If there's issue with network. So let's jump back to definition of intellectual property. What intellectual property? We have towards the intellectual property. Property is maybe something that can be physical assets, can be in non-physical assets. Something that belongs to you in a way. So when we talk about property, what comes to people's mind is talk about land, houses, cars, that are personal to you. I want to talk about intellectual. I mean something that you get from listening, from thinking, you know. So what my teacher party is to you now to that knowledge, that information that you get from listening, that you get from thinking, because it is yours, it is your property, it is yours, it belongs to you. Now, teacher participation now helps to make sure that that thing that belongs to you remains yours. That person don't just come in and use what you've gotten from your thinking and from your reasoning and make profit from it. And make merchandise. Now, for every man that thinks, if you're a 50-year-old man and you are thinking, your thought process is coming from everything that has happened through 50 years, the number of education that you've had, family you were born into, the experiences you've had, trainings, seminars. So you are thinking 50 years of work invested into yourself. So if now from that thinking come up with solution, a product, a brand, or an idea, an innovative idea, that idea is your property. Someone else that have not through the process you've gone through, someone else that have been invested all you've invested into yourself should not just come from anywhere and take the idea and start profiting. So intellectual property is made to protect people's intellect. That what you people have been able to develop by their thinking, by their reasoning should not be used by other people without appropriate permission from them. Now, what are the intellectual property that we have? We have trademark, which we all know, right? We have device, and we also have patents. Now, I'm just going to run through this very fast so that no hiccups. That was trademark. From what your trade name, your trade logo, your trade symbol, what you use in trading, what sets you aside in the marketplace. A lot of people say yam, but this what sets your yam apart. This what sets your own brand apart. So it could be your logo, it could be your name, it could be your slogan, something that sets you apart. As I always example of Mr. Sabino's and the Pick Pick saga, setting him apart at the point in time was something. That's what uh, that's what made most of us go. And also because that's something is not just come overnight. He has been doing stage, now shooting videos. So something that is years of experience of trying to actually do something funny, you understand, of trying to make us laugh. And then he now did something that everybody now appreciates, everybody loved. And then who wants to protect that? So that someone who didn't go through all the process of improving, just come and take the something new instead of it. That's why I should mark it as a trade name, trade symbol. So that's what trademark registration means. Protecting your name or title. So something that your business use as a symbol of like in marketplace. Now under trademark, we have 45 classes, goods and services, all the classes that we have there. Yes, almost everywhere in the world. I just say earlier, most of Nigerian trademark laws, corporate laws are imported. Most of our services, majorly from UK, because we are colonized. For example, I think the first law that we had uh, protected the trademark came from, I think, you legal British colonial law at the time. To Lagos was the center of Lagos was center of market of the economy in Nigeria then. Like it was this, what's it called, the center of the country. Still the center. But because of that, so that there was no equal, so that there were no issues between people and the likes, the trademark law was put in place. So our trademark laws with that of UK and the rest of the world are quite similar. Just some minor differences. So that's that about trademark. Let's talk about copyright. What's copyright used? Copyright is used usually to protect artistic works, writings, books, recording, videos, things that are majorly products in a way. So, for example, maybe most of the copywriter, maybe someone sang some copy wants to sign with a record. This time, the record will go and copyright these songs and then give them to us because they want to be that okay, this person actually owns this song. Sample someone else's song, try to sing it or try to get it to sign him or her. The copyright or the songs before they are being allowed to join the record label. Yeah, I said my voice is breaking. You also said that. Let me know if you can see hear me clearly, please. Okay. Someone said my voice is still breaking. Okay, I hope you can hear me better now. I hope you can hear me better now. So, for to protect works, artistic works, writings, book, recordings, videos, the likes. Now, how about patents? Patent is majorly for ground breaking ideas. You discovered something, an innovation, you don't know about. Something people don't know about, and then you want to protect it. You don't want people to. You don't want anybody to just go and let me just quickly talk about the duration for trademark and the duration for copyright. I don't know what to do about this. So, this video that is breaking. I don't know if it is network from my hand, from your end. Please let's just continue. Please just try to follow me as much as just try to follow it as much as possible. I will just gain maximally from this session. After this session, I want you to know everything, all the basic things you need to know about party registration. Now, let me just okay, that's good. Let me just track back a little bit and talk about trademark. Now, I'm not going to talk about the process. I'm going to talk about that later. I just want to talk about how long if I register a trademark. After I get a certificate, the trademark is going to work for the next 7 years. After 7 years, you are meant to go back to the registry. After we renew, then we use for 14 years, then we renew again. So that's for trademark. Now for copyright, once you have a particular work that is yours, whether you copyright or copyright, it is yours. Once you, maybe as I'm doing this video right now, I don't need to copyright this video. This video is already mine because no, it's my voice. We are going to have time for questions to take questions. So I just want to run through basic things I will need to. After that, I'm going to take questions and then try to answer questions that we have. Now, so once you release any work, maybe a book, automatically you so now competition is going to give you more added advantage, more security, especially when there are disputes. So who owns this? Who doesn't hold this? Who produces? Doesn't produce it? And also, NCC also help people that have people who have copyrighted them to fight for it anytime there's any kind of copyright breach. Anytime there's any kind of copyright breach. Now, once you own once you own a particular work, it's going to be yours 70 years after 70 years after the death of the owner. Now, apart from you own 70 years after the death of the owner, you can also transfer. Just you can transfer land, houses, you can also transfer the right to, for example, let's say, for example, think and grow rich, written by Napoleon Hill. So at the end of the day, you could actually transfer the right to his son, maybe Napoleon Hill Jr. The transfer can going on and on like that. Just the same, you sign houses or so you can transfer the right. Now let's come back to patents. I just wanted to know the evolution of everything. So patent registration, yeah, innovation, discover something new. So most people they use for tech in other parts of the world, the people patent new new discovery in medicine, discovery in engineering, discovery in science, they patent it so that you don't discover an idea. For example, it is said that Thomas Edison discovered the light bulb after 800 experience. After doing it on and on, it's just keep failing and failing until he now discovered the perfect formula. Now, if we check the average cost of making a light bulb, maybe you can see a light bulb over 500 or maybe 1,000 naira. Now, the trial and error of failings, the number of work he actually put into developing that is way worth more than the right? Now, what that means is that even though Thomas Edison discovered it, once the formula, once it is out there, every other person can make it. How does it profit? So that's where patent. So once you patent a particular product, once you present a particular idea, like innovation, you're going to have a 20 years free time in it. So that it means that for 20 years, nobody will be able to use, nobody's going to be able to use that particular patent. Nobody's going to be able to use that patent without your permission. So for the next 20 years, you will only be the one to profit from it. Other people not just come profit from it. So that's what our patent is for. I want to get 20 years. And apart from that, you'll be required to pay an annual fee. So you're just paying the fee, like, okay, I still own this patent, I still want to use it. If you don't pay that fee, it's the right to the patent. It should just be assumed that you no longer want to hold the right to the patent. Now to talk about design. Now talk about design. Now, what is design for? Design is majorly for industries, companies, into the, for example, uh, let's say I have a company that we are all producing cups or mugs. There's this tumbler, this cup like something that people know. I don't know if it's Starlight. There's a name they call. You know, people are complaining that my voice is breaking. I don't know. Maybe it's the network side. Oh, let me try to switch from this MTN. Okay, so I've switched from MTN to Airtel. So I want to that due to is due to MTN network. So let me know if you can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me. If I can be heard, if I can be heard clearly. Let me know so we can get back on track. Okay, it's clear now. It's as I said, it's clear. Let me hear others. Let me hear others. Is it clear? Okay, I've gotten who said, okay, two people said it's clear. I need to hear from others. Let me know if it's clear. You can hear me clearly now. It's not breaking. Okay, okay. So yes, let's move ahead. So device is for products. For example, the company is producing mug, other companies are also producing mug. But the design of a particular company's mug is different from the design of the other company. Let's say it works, for example. The way a company is going to design, it's still same products. But the only thing that differentiates company A from company B is the way the clock is being designed. Unless even a phone can be designed in a way, and another phone be designed. All that changes the phone is just the design. Sometimes the major composition might be the same, the where they got their spare parts from or their raw material from might be the same. The only difference is just in the in the way it was being assembled together. You understand? That might be the only difference in it. So if I am the owner of company A, I want to examine my design in a way that nobody comes and then do a mock that looks like mine and then make my profit. Nobody come and do a crux like mine and take profit. So that's what design is for. It's not as common as trademark, as copyright, and then as patent registration. Now, who's in charge of this registration? The Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment is the one that's in charge of trademark, design, and patent. Right? Copyright function that is in charge of copyright registration. Okay, now I want to go into the process for trademark registration and the process for copyright registration. I want to trademark registration. The very first part, please, I want you to follow me now. I believe I can do it clearly now. Please, I need you to follow up. The place for trademark registration, some of us are here, I've here that I'm just so proud of them. We launched a trademark course last October, so it's about a year since we launched the trademark. So I've been trademark for about 3 years now. Yeah, over 3 years now. So there are some of my games that are the rate at which they're doing trademark. I also have done over 50 trademark since she got her call. Trademarks by the day, by the day. So some of us already know so much about all this process, but I want to break it so we understand it. Once you get a trademark job, what's the first thing? Or you get a trademark name, the first thing to do is to do name search. The first thing to do name search. Just some of us here are still saying that just when you go to CSC portal and then you search for the name, if the name is available, that's the trademark. But this time, it's not done online, as in CSC. This time, usually we do we go through all the journals that have been, that have been uh, done over and check if that have been taken or not. So it's being checked off of the paper if it does not infringe on any copyright. Even though Nigeria is not part of the Madrid Protocol, that means like if you go to World Health Organization, uh, a trademark with them, it does not automatically you cannot register for a Nigerian trademark through Madrid Protocol. Even though you can go to Madrid, you can use Madrid Protocol as in other parts. You cannot do the same for Nigeria. Even though Nigeria doesn't work like that, certain trademark that have been done in US, very very popular trademark. You cannot. So we'll do the name search and make sure that okay, this name has not been taken by anyone. This name is available. This name. After the name search, we tell you go and make payment. So what we do is that at times we reach out to people that are like this name is this something that you can approve. Was approved for us. So after the name search, you go online and then you make payment 16 to trademark registration. And when you pay the 16.5 on social property IPO, what you bring your what's it called acknowledgement letter. And with the acknowledgement letter, process will be done, and then your acceptance letter will be out. From acknowledgement letter to acceptance letter, it can be few days, week or 2 weeks. After your acceptance letter is out, what's next? So after your acceptance letter is out, what next is publication. Now, publication is that now that your trademark has been accepted, now that your trademark is no the register, nobody have used it, and now you want to accept that it is yours. But you still want to be sure that this thing is actually really yours. They want to make sure that okay, there's no opposition, there's no contest to this trademark. So to do that, they are going to publish the trademark in National Gazette. So after your trademark is being published in National Gazette and there's no opposition, that's when they can now issue a certificate. Now, the process of acceptance letter to publication is always a year plus. It's always a year plus. Because if your trademark has not, if your accident letter has not even passed a year, if you want to try to fast track process, I'll tell you that. Now, the way it is being done, the way it's being done, the way it should be, once you're done with your acceptance letter, the next 1 year, maybe the next publication, your job should come out. But there are a lot of backlogs at the registry. There are jobs 2020, 2021, 2022 that have not been published. That's why we, if you have any job that's over a year and has not been published, let us know. So we can try to push it and make sure that job actually gets published. So after 1 year, once the job has not been published in the National Gazette, it is going to remain there for at least 60 days. So that 60 days is what we call a period of opposition. That is, if there's anybody that sees the name and like this name belongs to me, or I own the right, the person is going to be able to file a formal complaint, the registry oversees and decide, oh, this name belongs to this person, or this person have started trademark actually owns the right to the name. Now, once you're done with that, and then there is no opposition, only there is opposition, and then they're able to clarify this name belongs to me, now they're allowed to file for certificate. So you file for certificate, and certificate is going to come out. There's no delay. So that's the entire process for trademark registration. Now, there are any question, and just uh, whatever question you have, just hold it to us. Really, I'm done with this process, this entire process. I'm going to be allowed to ask, and I'm going to tell you. Now, for copyright, copyright is very straightforward. Today, uh, most of those who go to copyright course, they've been giving money, getting their copyright uh, done for their client in 2 weeks, a week even. Now, for copyright, once you get the copyright job, once you do a search, on like CAC, on like what's it called, trademark, you can search for it on the Nigerian Copyright Commission. So you can search for it, say, okay, this name has not been taken, and then the one that want to take it, you can, this particular work, whether the name of the work have not been, this work have not been, copyright has not been done for it. So you register it. So once you're done with the registration, those who are gotten the copyright course already, they know how to also break down everything. You now, okay, I did talk about this. For NCC, you register on when you're trying to create an account, you register on Nigerian Copyright Portal. once you're done registering, I think recently you cannot reset your password. You will not get confirmation. So for what we do, you just reach out to us. We help reach out to someone at corporate and then try to iron out the process of password generation, and then you'll be able to access your dashboard. And once you're able to access your dashboard, using the details given in the your trademark. Once you reach back to us, we help you do the process and the certificate. You're able to download it from. So it's very very straightforward. In a week, 2 weeks, you're already done with the entire process. So corporate registration is very straightforward. So that's it on the entire process for trademark and then for copyright. So I'm going to start with a question now. I'm going to start taking question regarding copyright. But I believe I iron out the entire process because this is what I've been giving the issue. You've done the first process because trademark takes a longer time. Once I'm done with this was next. So I've been able to iron out what each of these process. Now, so I'll be taking questions now. So if you have questions, just go to you have questions, go to the WhatsApp community, drop your question. I'm going to see them there, attend to it. Also drop your question on the chat box. Okay, okay. I'm going to start with a question from Queen Arts. Please, how can I see published journal? Now, journals have been published at times 2 times in a year, 3 times in a year, times every quarter. Once a journal was published in 30th of September. Once a journal, once a journal is published, I'm going to let you know that okay, there's a publication that's going to be. So once the publication is out, the journal is much 50K, 50K. But I don't buy it. I said I have maybe 25 clients that is going to be that particular publication. So why I posted, reach out to people who have bought it and check it out. But once we have so many names there that all of them we can put it in journal. Maybe I'm expecting over 50 or 100 names in the what's it called, in the publication, and I'll buy the journal and check because why doing this registration, why using for certificate, you provide the number of the page of your trademark, what page your trademark is in the National Gazette journal. So that's how you can see if it has been published. And also, we can also always help you check if it has been published. Help you check if it has been published. And maybe it's current year or previous year, we can always check it out for you and tell you what page it is. Okay, there's customer experience HQ. Do you mean we take fast track journal publication a year after acceptance letter? To get it? Yes, a year. It should come out naturally. At times it doesn't come out. We want to push it to come out. If particular their marks have been registered a year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago that are not yet out. So once a mark, for example, if you did a particular trademark that came out in January, you cannot try to fast track it now. You cannot say you want to because it's not yet over. But maybe you did it like October, November, you can try to push it comes out with the next journal publication. So what the only thing we do is to just push it to make sure that it comes out with the next publication. So let's say the next journal publication now is January, and you give us the power, and then you fast track the particular publication now. Then you can try to make sure that it comes out with the publication in January. So I believe I've answered those two questions. Any other question? If you have a question, drop it on the group or drop it on the chat box. Let's answer every question that's anything, any doubt, any issues while doing trade verify. Okay, I'm being seen we conduct. We conduct is just it means do it again. You understand? So usually maybe you find a particular trade particular mark and then there's an issue with name, maybe there's something that not go and then they have no realize that business not good, so they'll tell you to conduct. So what that means is that you will go to you go to clerical updates and then you update. You can either update the uh, the mark. You can either update the mark or update the representative, update different things in the trademark verifier. So just results, maybe just do it again. It's nothing more you have to do, just edit it there. So that's what it means. Yes, you may have to. You may, someone asked if you have to fast track certificate. You have to fast track registration because at times it does not come out in time. That's how it is. Okay. Any other question? Can a trademark be rejected when one wants to collect the certificate? If the mark has passed your possession period and then there's no position, there is no reason why the trademark should be rejected. There's no reason. Sorry, my voice is breaking. I've tried to fix that. Okay, if we conduct, you didn't get me. We conduct means we do change. So you go through clerical updates to update the job. So once you update it to clerical updates, you will not have any other issue. Maybe I'll record a video on clerical updates and just add it up. So as good registration is I was just also processing, but this time you are not processing for acceptance letter. You are processing for certificate. Okay, any other question before we close it for the day? The process, updating the course with the process. The process for journal publication is like just an explain, a 5 or 10 minutes VN will do. So it's not something that's updated to the course. So I think people can always come here to learn so that the course will become too bulky. So we'll not have a lot of unnecessary details on the course. Yeah, you can always check for Rachel. He said, "Can we check for a mark and trademark?" Yes, you can. Can check for mark and trademark. Now, Dr. Aziki asks that. Someone asked me, "Do you have an idea about an expert who can run multiple networks? Nigeria is, yeah, you can reach out to me. I think I'm like WIPO is what third party organization. So using Madrid protocol on you can get to register. Maybe you have a company in Nigeria, but before you can do that, you must have your trademark certificate. You cannot use as a publisher. Once you've had the certificate, you're able to just extend the documentation to other parts of US, UK, other countries. Also African countries, some other African countries also they are also partners of the Madrid Protocol. Kenya, Cameroon, South Africa. I don't think Ghana. I think Ghana is part of the WIPO, but I don't think they are a member. Nigeria is not a you are there, but no member. That means whatever is being done, other countries cannot sue people do Nigeria. Yes, trademark have restricted words. That's words that you cannot use. You cannot use the name or you cannot. Okay, let me just put it this way. In there are some words that you cannot trademark. Maybe, for example, you want to trademark name or you want to trademark a state or a country or a popular name or a popular English word. So, because I want to trademark, I think okay, once I trademark, it comes to trademark sweet. Why? Sweet is a word used by everyone. So I cannot come and be like, I don't want anybody to use sweet anymore. It doesn't work that way. It's only the trademark will most likely not be approved. Trademark that have been used by other people too, most likely not be approved. Now, aside that, when it comes to trademark, the most important word is the first word. For example, now, I think there was I said on the group, if someone wants to register legend of tomorrow, legend urban legend network. Le- Important word is the legend. So if like, I want to register legend of tomorrow. I want to register legend of urban network. Why am I not getting? Because the most important part of the trademark is the first one, legend. So someone has trademark legend of tomorrow, for example, you may not be able to trademark legend of something else. So work that work actually restricted. Okay. Any other question? Sorry, someone said my voice is still breaking. I'm sorry. I've tried to change, try to change, still the same. Most likely, you're going to have an issue with other alternative music, alternative TV. You're going to have an issue with it. But alternative is what important for them. So someone is asking that if someone trademark alternative music, can, does it mean that someone else cannot come and trademark alternative TV? There will be issues. But I think the most important word there. The first word is always the most important word in the training. So I'm still going to give space in the next 5 minutes. If there are no other questions, we are going to end the call. So if you're here and you're a trademark agent and you've not gotten the copyright course, you need to get, because you cannot be a trademark agent without the copyright course. Now, if you got the trademark course and then you've not gotten the copyright course, when you get the copyright course, instead of the copyright course, you are going to be enrolled on the intellectual property bundle. In the intellectual property bundle, we have trademark course, which you have already. We have the copyright course, and then we have a video of patent registration. In that video, it's not a course. I literally try to break down everything I need to know about trademark, about registration, and how to go about it. So if you've not gotten the course, please, if not gotten, please go and do that now. This is because I recently trademark alternative was accepted. But when I checked the history, I noticed that there's an alternative view and an accepted letter that it's possible that acceptance TV is being accepted, and then there's already alternative TV is being accepted, and there's alternative music already. It's very, very much possible. So if you've not gotten if you're here and you've not gotten the intellectual property course, go and get it. If you've gotten trademark course, you've not gotten the or the go and get it. So if you get enrolled for the intellectual property, you are going to be uh a well-rounded intellectual property agent, not just trademark. Now, if you go to this, if you go to skinadesacademy.com now, you are going to be able to get it at a 50% discount. The copyright cost is 20. Okay, if you have both trademark and copyright cost and you don't have the patent, just drop a message for me or tomorrow I will respond, and it's going to enroll you for the intellectual property bond instead of just the trademark and copyright cost. You understand? Mr. Al Amin, I hope you understand. So he's going to enroll you for the intellectual property bond. So it's under the intellectual property bond, you're going to have the patent. So if you've not gotten the course, go and get it right now. The course is 20K, but we last week we clocked, or should I say, we were able to get over 3,000 course sales across all board, across sales registration, intellectual property, and the like. So because of that, we are giving out our courses at a 50% discount. So if you go to the what's it called, if you go to skinadesacademy.com now, you'll be able to get the copyright course at 10,000 or 20,000. And if you also message tomorrow, my PA will enroll you for if you pay for copyright course, she's going to enroll you for the party bundle. So get it now while it's still 10K and not 20K. So if you miss out on 50% discounts, then you will have to get it. You have to get that 20,000 euro. So it's important. As a trade market agent, is important. So you be able to advise your clients, give your client an all-round advice. So for example, and there are some jobs that link both trademark and copyright. Yes, get the intellectual property bundle. Once you pay for the copyright, since you have once you pay for copyright, you are going to be enrolled for the intellectual property bundle. Now, there's some work that cut across both. Someone asked if the acceptance letter for trademark is accepted by NAFDAC. Yes, yes. There's some aspect of NAFDAC that may not really. Some would just be like, I think there was a time whereby they were accepting academia letter. Now you need to produce the acceptance letter. You don't need to have the certificate. I cannot wait for you to have the certificate. So now there's some part of work that connect both copyright and trademark together. And what I have is when registering tech companies or registering software company, maybe you're actually a website, you want to enter the code of the website. So unlike other part of the world whereby you trademark or you patent, you have a new discovery intent and then you patent it and the likes. I don't know, maybe it's Nigeria that they have discovered or anything that is not new invention or innovation or idea. So what we have is that instead of patenting the idea, you what we do for tech companies in Nigeria is to copyright the code to their website, the code to their app, or what have you. And once we're done with the copyright, then we trademark the name of the company. So you may have an issue like that, then you have a tech company, and then you want the trademark of the company. Then when it comes to copyright, what will you do? You have to external agent. Also, you know about the copyright registration is to advise them appropriately on what they need to do. So is there any question, any other question? Uh, By night, that's in the next 2 minutes. If we don't have any other question, we are going to close this. This I believe I've been able. I believe I've been able to explain this in detail. I believe I've been in details. So thank you very very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. So thank you very very much for joining. Don't forget, for listening to this. You have a trademark course, you have the intellectual property course. You can get the trademark, you can get the copyright course. You can get the bundle. And then if you listen to this maybe by any means, and if you've not gotten to the trademark and copyright course, head over to skillacademy.com. Skillacademy.com. Uh, just go. You're going to get the intellectual property course. Thank you very much for joining. God bless you.